guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Whitney if you haven't been here before. Today I will be answering a very common question that I am asked is what do I do for a living and how I earn my money to afford a hobby of building a car. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go to McDonald's. If you've been here before, you know my first trip to McDonald's was not a success. I reached out. $17? Let's dip. So we're for sure, for real this time, going to go get McDonald's, and I'm gonna come back or go wherever and then sit down. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna talk to you guys. Maybe go through like a timeline of when I first got the car and what I was doing back then and what I'm doing right now. So let's get started. So just a little backstory. Oh my god, the camera is like gonna fall off. So I don't have a tripod right now, so what I did was I used 3M tape to tape it on my dash. So if this goes flying, I'm so sorry. So just a little backstory about me and just my history of work is that I get very tired of things easily. I cannot stay at a job for over a year, and I just have to be doing something new and exciting and physical. So I cannot handle an office job 9 to 5. I've tried though, because I was like, you know what, it's good benefits, it's a stable job, it's stable hours, so let's give it a try. I tried it 3 times and I quit within 3 months because I was like, I was going crazy. I was at the desk and I was like falling asleep and it just wasn't good. So there's that about me, but I'm gonna go into more detail about it when I sit down and talk to you guys. Can I get 20 nuggets? Can I get 2 hot mustard and 2 sweet and sour? Okay. That's everything. Thank you. Just gotta make sure that I'm not on the curb. So I'm trying to think where I did that spot for my mod list, but I don't remember where it is. So we're just gonna have to, oh my god, my screen. We're just gonna have to drive and find it. Oh my gosh, should I count them to see if they're 20? If they're not 20, I swear to goodness, I will go back. I'm gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lost count. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone's calling me. Do you get those? I get those all the time. That's racist. Okay, I'm gonna start now, I swear. Okay, so like I said before, I have a habit of jumping jobs and I just get tired. I get really tired of doing the same thing for a really long time. So for those of you who don't know, I went to school for game development. So I'm a really huge gamer. I used to stream on Twitch. I was gonna get back into it, but then I started this whole YouTube journey. So I figured I'd just start the YouTube and then see where it goes, and then possibly later down in the line get back on Twitch, because I recently just built a whole new rig just for Twitch. So I'm hoping to actually use that in the future. So game development. So I didn't finish the program. I don't finish a lot of things. When I reached half the program, I kind of realized that I'd rather be playing games than making them. And there were just so many other people that wanted it just as bad as not me. So I decided to stop that, and then so I had some family stuff, and then I moved out at like 18, 19, and then after that, since I didn't finish school, what my plan was, I decided to just get jobs in every single field possible. I'm currently like, I just turned 25, so at that time when I first got out into the world, I was like 19 or so. So I was jumping jobs, spent a year at every single job just to grab the experience that I needed. So in the future, if I were to want to go into that field, I know I knew what it would entail, I guess. So, and then also I would spend my summers freelancing. So freelancing in the modeling world. So I would do brand ambassador jobs. I would work for car shows and then for track events, just being like grid girl or like trophy girl or whatever. So they paid really well, but I was freelance, so it just wasn't a very steady gig for me for the summer. But honestly, it paid well enough for me to risk it being non-consistent. For example, I got a really big gig in Hawaii in like last year, and my sponsor paid me $7,000 to go there for a week and attend that car show and basically just work. But honestly, it didn't feel like work. Hawaii is like a second home to me, and it was such a blessed opportunity. And what I used that $7,000 for was to pay off this car, actually. So I worked really hard to pay off this car. I initially financed it 2 years ago when I got it, and ever since then, every paycheck that I got after rent and all my bills, I would just put into this car and just stop financing it, because I felt like it was taking such a big toll on me financially. So I just really needed to pay it off. So yeah, summer times I would get really good car gigs and like brand ambassador gigs, or like, you know, hosting clubs. I hate clubbing, okay? For those of you who know me, you know me, okay? I'm allergic to alcohol and I hate drinking. Don't invite me, I won't go. Even if it's your birthday and we're close, then I will go. I will drink water and I will go. I now work for a mobile veterinary service, so I'm a veterinary nurse. So honestly, I haven't been happy with the job in ever. So the reason why I tolerate this job is because one, it's been my lifelong, I swear, purpose to help animals and work with animals. So there's one. And then two is, since we're a mobile service, we go to your house. So we go to people's homes and we do in-service vet services. So we can do vaccines, a blood test, literally anything that you can do in the clinic, we can do at home, except x-rays. So the reason why I love it so much is because every day we do a new thing in the home, right? So it's just unpredictable and it's really exciting, and you get to help so many people. People are so appreciative. It's honestly such a luxury service, because it's an expensive service, you know? You're having a vet and a nurse come to your house to treat your animal. But honestly, it's useful for very elderly people and disabled people and, you know, immune compromised people who cannot leave their house and bring their pet to the vet, especially when they're really aggressive, which is a lot of these cases. Honestly, I see myself doing this long term, because I feel like there's room to grow and there's always new things that I can learn on the job. I also thought about taking another part-time job helping wildlife as well. So when people see, you know, foxes or like geese, a rehabilitation center here for wildlife. So what happens is when people call in that there's some sort of wildlife hurt or lost, they would bring it into that facility, and there would be caregivers to, you know, medicate them, treat them. So that's what I want to do on the side. But honestly, with this whole YouTube thing and working full-time, hopefully I'll find time in the near future to actually do so, because I feel like that'd be really cool. For like past 5 years, I've been doing shoots, doing like lingerie shoots. Honestly, I'm starting to steer out of that now, because I'm trying to create another image for YouTube and my upcoming YouTube journey, I guess. So I haven't been doing that much anymore, but back then I did a lot of those, and I am still doing car shoots, but now it's just mainly about an image with cars. What I did to save money at that time for whatever I needed was all the shoots I do and all the freelance work I do is all cash. So what I did was I just put it in a tin and just store it away and I don't look at it, and then, you know, a few months down the line you look at it and it's like a bunch of cash, and it honestly helps so much that it's not in my sight. But now, you know, this car is such an expense, I can't really do that anymore. Doing what I did, or I guess minimal doing now, is when I, like, you know, do my lingerie shooting or whatever, I get a lot of hate and people just automatically assume that I'm an escort or like doing really illegal things or whatever. But I admit that I did open a Snapchat, but I do not in any means do nudes. Like, I just wanted to put that out there. Like, before people even inquire about it, I make that very specific and in very big, bold, capital letters that I do not do that at all. So what my Snapchat entails is just more, I guess, personal content in a way that Instagram does not see. So like my behind the scenes photo shoots, or like my reveal. Sometimes I'll review car parts on there before I tell them to, or reveal them to Instagram. It's just a lot more personal things that I would tell Snapchat before I would tell Instagram. So that's basically the perks of being on the Snapchat. So I do not do dirty things on there, I swear. Now I'm just focusing on myself and growing my brand. If you guys don't know that, with my modeling, I created an image where every time I would go to a car show, I would sell posters, t-shirts, decals, and slaps. So I have a website that sells all that, so I can link that down below if you're interested. So right now, regarding that brand, sure, I can continue, but right now I want is to grow this YouTube channel, because like everybody, I want to do what I love, and cars is what I love. So if I were to have the opportunity to inspire other women or girls or boys to actually build a car, that would be amazing. So yeah, I appreciate everyone's ongoing support. Like, without my support system, I would be nowhere. But like how I mentioned how I am steering my image towards the car scene, I've lost a lot of followers due to that, because you know, modeling and then car stuff, you know, people aren't really like, you know what I mean? So that's okay, honestly. Like, I'm okay to filter those people out right now rather than later. So yeah, so thank you for the people now who are still supporting me for what I do. Even if you followed me through my modeling and you support me through this, you're a real one. As well as with my current job, since the whole coronavirus has been happening, like, we have to wear heavy PPE now. So since we go into the home and, you know, that 2 meters distance, that still applies for us. So it's me and the vet, and literally we are wearing a hairnet, goggles, a face mask, and a face shield. And then we're wearing like fireman, like waterproof fireman attire from top to bottom. And then I have to clean them after every visit. So every time we go into a home, so every like per day, we have around 1 to 3 home visits. Now, before we would be able to like do 7 or 8, but now since the whole pandemic happened, we have to be more cautious and wary of the community, because we don't want to be spreading it to the elderly or the immune compromised people. So we really have to take that extra step of precaution. So now we got to do that, but honestly, it's worth it. I really enjoy my job. So yeah, that's basically what I do now in a nutshell. I still do car events, you know, track events, appearances and everything. So I probably will not be out of that for a long time, because it's still relatively in the car scene. Sorry I talk so much. My throat is dry now. So I'm going to end this video now. If you guys have any other questions, please comment down below, or any video suggestions, because I've honestly been so stuck on what I should be doing, because I was like, no one cares about my life. So, you know, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!